Hello viewers, welcome back to your YouTube channel Currency Update. With Lucky, the Prime Minister, Mr. Mohammed al-Sudani affirmed during his meeting with a delegation from the U.S. J.P. Morgan Bank. The government's seriousness in reforming the banking system in Iraq, a statement by the Prime Minister Media Office received by Baghdad today, Saad al-Sudani received a delegation from J.P. Morgan Bank, which included the bank's deputy director Daniel Zelikow and the director of the bank's private sector group in the Middle East. The statement added during the meeting support for the banking sector, the Central Bank of Iraq and the private sector was discussed, and international trade risk management and expansion of non-oil revenues, which represent one of the most important priorities of the government, which it is working on as part of its financial and administrative reform plans, were also discussed. The Prime Minister referred, according to the statement, to the role of J.P. Morgan Bank in establishing the Iraqi Trade Bank (TBI), which is today the commercial banking window of Iraq, to the world, stressing that Iraq is on the verge of a large reconstruction movement in all sector, announcing his government's welcome to open branches of the bank in Iraq and its full readiness to provide support to international banks in Iraq because it represents the basis of the banking system that provide guarantees to investor, and J.P. Morgan Bank comes at the forefront, calling for the continuation of support provided to the Central Bank of Iraq and the development of the industrial bank to be qualified for. Development and investment has happened previously with the Iraqi Trade Bank. He continued by saying the government is continuing to reform the banking system in Iraq, whether it is related to the public or private sector, correcting the movement of funds and supporting global trade, as well as supporting the private sector and stopping money laundering operations by complying with and improving international standards, noting that the government has set a budget for 3 years, which is happening for the first time, and that this budget will support the private sector through the Iraqi Funds for Development or through agricultural and industrial project in it.